Everyone, welcome back. So today we'll discuss about the housekeeping department, hotel housekeeping operations and management. As all of you know that this is the most important core department of the hotel industry. As all of you know that food and beverage production is there, food and beverage service is there, front office is there, and housekeeping is there. So housekeeping is also a very important department of the hotel and play a very important and vital role for the smooth and efficient operation in the hotel and hospitality industry. So today what we will discuss here, today we will discuss about the duties and responsibilities of executive housekeeper. As you all are studying in second year, so all of you know that who is the executive housekeeper. Who is the executive housekeeper? He is the head of the department. He is the boss of the department. So being a boss, being in charge of the department, he has to perform various duties, right, for the smooth and efficient and effective operation of the department, right. So today what we will do here, today we will discuss some duties and responsibilities of the executive housekeeper, what he has to perform in the hotel, right. So first, if I will discuss about the duties and responsibility, he is responsible for the organization, supervision, and he has to coordinate the work of housekeeping personnel on a day-to-day basis. Like for example, he is the boss of the department, he is the head of the department, so he has to organize, he is responsible for the supervision of the entire department, he has to manage the entire function, he has to manage the entire employee of that particular department, he is responsible for the entire inventory of the department, he is responsible for the entire property, entire hotel, right, from the indoor to outdoor, from the public area to private area. So he is the boss, he is the only person who is responsible for that, for the maintenance of the hotel industry, right. Okay, so first second duty is he has to ensure excellence in housekeeping, sanitation, safety, comfort and aesthetics for hotel guests. He has to be perform his task very sincerely, right. He has to take care of the safety of the guest and should be comfort should also be comfort. So he is the responsible for that all the duties and tasks performed in the hotel industry. He has to drop the duty rosters. In a small hotel, generally the executive housekeeper plan the duty rosters of the entire staff, but in a large hotel, generally assistant housekeeping manager or deputy housekeeping manager, they make the duty roster. So he has to plan and prepare the duty rosters of the entire department, of the staff of the department, and he has to also supervise the discipline and conduct of her staff who are working in his or her housekeeping department. Okay. Apart from that, he has to also assure proper communication within the department by conducting regular meetings. There are so many staff, assistant manager is there, deputy manager is there, front desk, housekeeping desk, control desk staff is there. So he has to work as a channel. He has to perform his duties and tasks. He has to assure that proper communication should be there within the entire staff of that department, so that communication gaps would not be there. So he has to ensure all these tasks, so that each and every staff has to communicate with each other in the particular housekeeping department. Okay, then apart from all these roles, he has to also he is responsible for hiring any employees. If there is a requirement of any staff in the department, so a housekeeping manager or executive housekeeper or director of housekeeping, he will hire employee, he will talk with the HR department, and he will conduct interview, right. If any staff will engage in the misbehaving, he is responsible to warn employees when hotel policies are violated by any staff of that particular department, and he is also he can take an action, right, and he can also discharge employees when necessary, right. So he is responsible for all that. Okay, and apart from that, what he has to do, counsel employees if any staff is feeling demotivating, right. So he has to counsel the employees of that particular department, because he is a father of that department, he is the boss of that department. So he has to counsel employees on various duties and work related issues related to that particular department, right. Okay, then also he has to motivate her staff and keep their morale high, because in hotel industry or hospitality industry, staff has to work for the long hours, right, for the more than 9 hours, 10 hours. So he has to motivate her staff continuously, so that they can work they can do their work smoothly and efficiently. right? So he has to also keep the morale high of the staff. Okay, apart from that, he has to establish and maintain standard operating procedures for cleaning. What are the SOPs set by the hotel industry or that particular department? So he has to maintain, he has to assure that all staff of that department should follow the SOPs, whatever the executive housekeeper or the general manager or the management of that property has been set that SOPs, right? So like for example, there are different SOPs, each and every staff should know. So he will prepare the SOPs, that department will prepare the SOPs, and he should assure that each and staff should establish and maintain that SOPs for cleaning, and to initiate new procedures to increase the efficiency of labor and product usage. So he has to take care of that also in that particular housekeeping department. Okay, and apart from all these duties and responsibilities of that particular department, he has to also search constantly for a new techniques. What are the new techniques are coming in the market? What are the new equipments are coming in the market? What are the new products are coming in the market? So he has to do his continuously searching for that product, and while doing the searching of that product, while searching for the new equipments, while searching for the new techniques, he has to implement all this in the hotel industry. Okay. Apart from that, he has to also deal with the articles that a guest may have left, might be lost and found cases there. So he has to take care of that. What are the items or articles guests have left behind a room? So he is the responsible. He has to give the answer for that. So he is also responsible for that items of the guest, right? Also, apart from that, he has to ensure the provision of proper uniforms for the hotel staff. Each and staff should come in a proper uniform within his or her housekeeping department, right? Okay. Apart from all these duties and responsibility performed by the executive housekeeper, he has to give suggestions to the human resource department, which staff we should hire, which staff we should fire from the department, who is working very performing well, who is working, which staff we have to give the promotion, which staff we have to give the increment, salary benefit, right? So he has to like offer suggestion to the human resource department for that, all the salaries and promotion for that particular staff of that particular department, right? And he is also responsible for the duty, alteration, upgradation, and so on, so of that staff of his or her department of the hotel industry. Okay, apart like this is also a very important duties and responsibilities of the executive housekeeper. Like he works as a liaison between he has to work as a liaison between the maintenance and the other housekeeping department. Like he is like a channel. He has to work like a bridge. Like there are so many departments, engineering department. For instance, if I'll give you just example here. Like I have to do any renovation here, if I have to do any painting here, so I am like from the housekeeping department, I am executive housekeeper, but I will not do all that task, right? I have to contact to the maintenance department, I have to contact with the engineering department. So for that, what I will do, I'll contact with the chief engineer of that hotel. I'll contact with the engineering department. So he work as a liaison between the maintenance and the housekeeping department of the hotel. If any light is not working, any tap is not working, any failure, electricity failure is there. So being a personal housekeeping manager, I am responsible, but I will not do. I will contact with engineering department. So I have to work also that type of work also. Being a manager, I have to do that he has to do, right? Okay. He is also responsible for the redecoration and refurbishing of the rooms. Like I have to housekeeping department, we have to change the entire sofa, entire bedsheet, entire curtains of the hotel. So who will take decision? Who will executive housekeeper is responsible for that. So he has to perform all that task, right? Apart from that, he has to make a budget for that department. Generally general manager, he pass all the budget, but he has to provide a budget. He has to plan a budget for the department, for that particular housekeeping department, for the management, and undertake budget control and forecasting. So he has to do all that task for that particular department, because he is executive housekeeper, he is the head of the department, he is the boss of the department. So he or she has to perform all that task for that particular department. Okay, thank you so much.